Yeah. Yeah. Hey, yeah. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay. So when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pound. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same packet, nobody knew. So I never get confused. Hotel, get a bird's eye view.
Appreciate you, Coach. One of the great venues to watch a game in any sport and one of the best home crowds in any sport. Soldier Field in Chicago. Just a short time ago, this crowd loud enough to shake the foundations of this nearly century-old building. They are ready for football indeed in Chicago as their guys get set to do battle with the New York Giants. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Short kick here, fielded about the 17. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Jim.
They'll run with a third-year man. This is Tariq Cohen. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up 2nd down. And after his performance last week, everybody saw it. Unbelievable. You can expect a heavy dose of him again, I think.
Without a doubt. I mean, why wouldn't you? Because once you establish yourself that way, it's not just him, okay? It's his offensive line. It's the tight end. It's your wide receivers. Everyone now sharing in the load and sharing in the belief that they do their job, they'll see another performance just like they saw the week before.
Mike 29. I smell fear in that offense. I smell fear in that offense.
They'll try to run for it with Cohen. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs. First down, a run with Cohen. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now they'll throw it with Trubisky. Looking sideline, incomplete. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10.
47's the mic. 47's the mic.
Throwing here, Trubisky. The catch made by Miller. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 32-yard line. On this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
Now Trubisky. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Prince Amukamara. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Here's the former number 2 pick, the Pro Bowler Saquon Barkley. And he takes this thing way down into Chicago territory. A tremendous play there from Saquon Barkley. 61 yards. So from their own 20 all the way to the red zone now. A chance to capitalize on 1st and 10. Throwing Jones. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there.
Come on, set. 60 Pittsburgh. Go, go. Here we go again. Here we go again.
To throw on 2nd down. Jones. And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. That's sacked by Khalil Mack. They got to figure this out. They got to figure him out. 4 sacks last week. Now 1 in the first quarter. What do?
Well, great pass rushers usually have a go-to move. But the best pass rushers, they have counters to their go-to move. So they'll show you that. Then when you adjust, they counter it and still get to the quarterback. And you don't pile up that many sacks. What do you have, 4 in the game last week? Without having some go-to moves with counters.
Let's go. You tighten up.
And this is Shepard on the catch. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. third down. They gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
Remember, with Rosas, there was some speculation last year in the preseason that he might not hold on to his job with the Giants.
But he certainly answered the challenge, didn't he? 32 of 33 during the regular season, 97% that is, and was named to the NFC Pro Bowl team. And by the way, at 6'3", 234, he can bench press your kicker.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in the conference.
Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
And he'll find Hall. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left in November, but they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders. That
guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak can have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Jones. We'll get this out to Barkley complete. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
That's something we saw over and over again in Barkley's rookie season. He had 91 catches last year, most ever by a rookie running back, part of a fantastic rookie campaign that saw him go over 2,000 total yards. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here. Here's Jones, operating from the gun. And his throw intercepted by the all-pro corner Kyle Fuller. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. And did he get in? No, down at the 1-yard line. A huge play there for Chicago. Give him 69 yards on the ground. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll go with Foreman, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season, and the Bears have taken the lead. Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told, as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
First down for the Giants as they pick up 12.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Now Saquon Barkley. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. A tremendous play there from Saquon Barkley. 41 yards on the ground.
First down, New York.
So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10.
Come get some.
Operating from the gun, Jones. He completes it to Tate.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. This is Barkley, and not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football.
Please tell me this doesn't come off as snarky, but that's a relative chip shot. I mean, you've got to be able to execute that one. I don't care what they design on the other side about trying to block the kick. That should be 3 points on the board.
Yeah, we've talked about it before. If you're out at 55, 60 yards, low trajectory from here, you get that thing up, this should be 3.
Yeah, there's nothing routine in football, but this one really almost should be. Snap, hold, kick, ball through the post. Didn't happen that way.
A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11. On first down, they go right back to Cohen. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And down to the 28-yard line. A good pickup, 17 yards and a bare first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Trubisky gives to Cohen. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That good for 22 and a first down. That was excellent from start to finish, from the blocking to the running, just well executed.
And now let's look ahead, because after that, how about a little play action, maybe a little bootleg, and get the quarterback out on the corner and give him a little run-pass option.
They're right down here looking for 6. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. They come out here in the I. 2nd and goal from the 1. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. A great effort there. with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year, as the Bears push further out in front. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that could alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock down and go to the locker room.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. It was Roquan Smith who got his big hand in there to knock it away. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. This time they stay on the ground, and they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. 4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. Taking it about the 16. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And there will be time for maybe one final play before halftime. Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. Final play of the half. It's Trubisky. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a real, I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them.
1st down.
Check girls. Get it.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 2nd and a yard, Jones, the tight end, Rhett Ellison with it. And he'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run with Barkley, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
60 yards. Hey, Sam up. Wide, get wide. 5.
He's got his man. This is Tate. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now it's Barkley. And some room to work. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley with his 16th touchdown of the year, as his guys are back within a single score. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Jones from the gun, he'll throw. And he is going to go down back at the 11-yard line. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
How about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion, able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Here's Trubisky. Finds his tight end Ingram. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Here's Trubisky to throw. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Alec Ogletree. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. He has just been alone for opposing offenses to account for now 8 interceptions on the year.
I love that number because I always think of center field. You know, when I hear 8, because that's the position you write in the scorecard in baseball. And what do good center fielders do? Take away all the alleys, right? They range deep and make a whole lot of great catches.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A first carry for the Clemson man, Wayne Gallman. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Give the tackle there to Daniil Hunter. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Alpha. 58 to Mike, 58. 58 to Mike. Here we go again. And 58 is a Mike. Go 58 now.
2nd and 10. It's hauled in by Shepard. He'll get 15 and a Giants first down. A lot of people thinking that this could be a good year for Sterling Shepard to step out of the shadows of Odell Beckham Jr. But a season ago, pretty good for Sterling Shepard. 66 receptions, 872 yards, and now hoping for a 1,000-yard campaign in 2019. Give him 18 there, and the Giants have a first down. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
58, right over there.
Jones now on 1st and 10. And he finds Shepard. Touchdown, Giants. Sterling Shepard, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Giants are going to jump back in front. John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys are going to go for the 2-point conversion.
Come on, QB, come on. Hey, Delta.
From the gun, Jones in trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. And in the 3rd quarter here, they were trying to push that to a 3-point game, but instead it'll stay at 1.
And I'm a big proponent of not chasing points or going for 2 too early. But in this case, I understand why. You know, if you kick an extra point, you're just up 2, right? So a field goal still puts the other team ahead. So you go for 2 here and protect the field goal lead. They didn't get it done, though.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They had that lead, looked pretty comfortable in the first half, maybe got a little bit overconfident because that's gone now.
Almost takes us back to being kids, doesn't it? Because I know at some point your dad did the exact same thing mine did.
Okay.
It's okay to be confident, son, but overconfident, that's not a good thing. And that's maybe what we saw here. They thought they had this thing in hand, had full control, and guess what? They got to find a way to get back to where they were before.
You think Papa Davis and Papa Gordon would get along?
I think they'd get along just fine. And you know something? They'd still be giving us advice.
Absolutely. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now Cohen, and he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now at Soldier Field. And we've got a dandy here. A 1-point game as we begin the 4th. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now. Watch the edge. Check. Crunch. Crunch.
A give to Cohen. He heads right. And he's going to get this pretty close to the first down marker at the Giants' 39.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
On first down, Cohen. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. First down, here's White. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. You don't see that a ton, do you? The cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help that.
And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Leonard Williams, the former number 6 overall pick, got the sack that time. After that sack we just saw, Trubisky and the Bears deal with a 3rd and long.
Ran,
47's the mic, boys. 47. Check, 47.
Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. He's got Burton here. And he'll get inside the 10, but he's short of the line he needed. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Ready, break.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now Jones, a big spot for the rookie from Duke. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Jones' throw on target to Shepard. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down?
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the fourth quarter. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. Back to throw. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
No. X3, 218, chopper.
They'll run on first down. White, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. A free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle?
On second down now, it's Cohen. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Here's Trubisky. And a quick throw here, that's complete. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
On a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Hey, check, Mike 21, check down.
He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Khalil Mack in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Two huge plays there down the stretch. The sack on second down. Now they force the incompletion. That's going to lead to a do-or-die fourth down.
And they look like they've got the confidence right now that no matter what gets thrown against them, whatever play gets run, they have the ability to shut it down. They're just brimming with it right now.
He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position.
Mike 47. That's right, baby. They don't want it.
Bang, 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 bang. Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist, 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 twist. Alert, 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 alert. 61, matchbox lights.
Pick me up. Here we go. Check three, check three.
Looky here, Trubisky wants to throw it. He'll leave it for Cohen, complete. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Flush to his right. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Throwing now is Trubisky. And is it a touchdown? No signal. No, they say incomplete.
Incomplete. He was covered by Prince Amukamara.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. And his kick is right there. It's good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. And from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They have time here, partner, for just 1 final lead.
And I have to look at it from the defense's perspective here. We know what they're going to do on offense. The Hail Mary, try and get guys down there and throw it in the end zone, tip it around and catch it. You've got to have guys back there to defend that, but also you can't